Okay.
Okay.
Today, we're going to bring a duplex intercom system, and this is a pretty awesome system. Now, before we continue, I just wanted to let you guys know that the vendor was kind enough to send this out for us for review. And this product is one of the best products I used out there so far. I mean, I've used three of them so far, and this one's hands down probably one of the best ones I like. The range itself, it goes long distance through walls, through facilities. So you could have it through warehouses. If you have a warehouse throughout your region, this is a perfect device you can have. So you notice that there's actually numbers all around the actual unit itself. And this represents different units that you can have, up to 10 units. Now, the great thing about this device, I'm going to show you one of them so you guys can see. You could group call. That means you could call every single device you have in your home or your warehouse or your facility or your actual business. You could call every single one. This is an intercom within itself. Now you can monitor, you could power it off, volume up, volume down, and then the OK button to answer and to actually respond back. So this is a pretty awesome little device. What I noticed one thing is that you get to it sounds and it feels like an actual phone. You actually hit a button and it'll ring on the other side and they'll be able to pick up. So we're gonna put it together right here so you guys can see what I'm talking about and the group call and everything else. Now you could introduce many other units, up to 10, like I said, units into this facility, so they go all intercom together. And you could group them, or you could do one at a time, or you could do two or three at a time if it's like. And then you could start naming them. You could put names on him, or stickers that you could actually identify certain people, certain areas. You could hit 1 and 7, and you could just call that 1 and 7, and it will ring on the other side too. Only those two individuals. So you could have stations where people in the facility sitting down that you could just call individually. And this is an awesome little device. So let's plug it in and see what you get. But first of all, you get the manual itself, and it's going to give you instructions how to set up other units to itself. And they do give you two USBs charge connections. If you guys can see two of these along with the USBs. All right. So basically, if you don't have a USB connection to wherever you're going to plug one of these in, and they only need 5 volts. So pretty much you can work on anything. They also give you the actual adapter, of course. So let's go ahead and blow them up and see how they sound and how they look. All right. All right, I had to kill one of the lights because it was a little bright and you're not able to see it. If you guys can see it, this one's actually color as number 1. This is going to be the main first one. The second one here. So if I want to call number 2, I would just basically just push the number 2 and call. And on the other side, you're supposed to answer it or ignore it. They all have wall mounts in the back, so you could screw this anywhere in the wall, drywall, pretty much anywhere. They could be on the actual physical wall, wherever the individual wants to be sitting down or is available. So, like I said, for warehouses, this is a perfect device. The front office could call the actual warehouse in the back. The warehouse could call the drivers in the side. You know, it just could be different areas throughout the region. All right, throughout your area. These are super light, so we're gonna see how many ounces they actually are. If you notice, it's about 6.75 ounces. That's how heavy these things are. These are actually super light. So but they kick a punch and they do a lot of work for you guys. If you guys don't want to buy a telephone unit or any kind of system or expensive systems that you need to have out there, and you be something simplified instead of using your cell phone all the time and just of a push of a button, I highly recommend you something like this. So